remember I had started with the internet advertising. Okay, so just a second. Yeah, so you could have seen the different components of internet advertising we had seen in the previous class, like www, what is www, World Wide Web, that is, and what is email, intranet, internet relay chat, Usenet, Gopher, servers, browsers, hypertext transfer protocol, and modem. So these are some of the things. Some are hardware and some are software, which are basically helping you to have a connection, okay, with the internet or the other world, we can say. So that is what we are doing here, right? So I am sitting at one place, you guys are at different places, we are connecting through internet. So this is what is internet, and these are some of the things, okay, these are some of the things which we are using. Okay, world wide web, yes, www is very important. So with this, okay, so the URL starts with this basically, www. Then email, if something is there, I'm like sending you the emails, like basically for the placements and other stuff. Yes, we are receiving it at some other end, and it goes to the intended person. So the whose email ID I'll put, it goes to him. Then internet relay chat. This is a kind of text chatting. Okay, like what you do in your WhatsApp. So it could be one to one, or there might be a whole group of people. So it is a group chat. So you are having different groups, and when you send a message, it goes to all the people in the group. So internet relay chat, one person or a group of people can be like directly addressed or sent a message. So Usenet, okay, this is kind of net. Okay, you can see a requires platform to share knowledge. Okay, it is basically kind of not social media, I could say, but a particular what you call a web page where you are getting most of the information that you need. Like for example, I could tell you the Wikipedia and all. So example of Usenet, okay, then Gopher. Gopher is a particular app basically, or a program which helps you retrieve your data. That means if you are having some data in your server, it basically helps you to get that particular data. Okay, so you can see here what is Gopher. It helps in retrieving documents. Okay, then browsers. So before that, servers. So what are servers? Servers are basically devices which keep your information, which store your information, and it allows you to edit it again, like send more information to the server or get the information which you are already stored in the server. Okay, the best example would be your WhatsApp. Okay, so WhatsApp web, when you open in your laptop or your computer, so again there is a server which holds all your data. Okay, your WhatsApp data there. Then suddenly when you use it in your system, everything comes in to your system. So this is where data transfer is happening from uh, server to your device. So your device could be anything like your laptop, desktop, then your mobile, your tablet. So anything that could be like having an internet connection could have an internet connection and can have a particular link with the servers. Can get this particular information. That could be like you can send more information to the server, or you can get the information from the server. So then browsers, these are the tools which help you, or the softwares which help you to connect to the internet. Okay, example Google Chrome. Okay, then we are having the Internet Explorer, UC browser. Okay, there are so many Bing browsers are there. So many browsers are there basically, which these will help you to connect to the internet. Then HTTP, this is a protocol. Protocol in the sense a set of protocols, hypertext transfer protocol. So these are set of rules for transferring data basically. Whether you are taking the data or sending the data, it is called as transfer. So this is hypertext transfer protocol. Then comes modem. So it is a device at your home. If you are having what you call a connection through a landline or through a wire basically. So a modem is kept over there. So it will help in transmitting from the modem to your device. There is a wire, or if your modem is having wireless Wi-Fi facility, yes, you can have a Wi-Fi through that particular range. Okay, so around 10 meters or so. So you are having Wi-Fi range. So you'll get internet connection in that particular 10 meters range using a particular modem. Again, there are various parameters like how many like walls are there, how many rooms are there. Okay, then how thick is the wall? All these things are like plays a important role. Like it may not be that what you call the speed might be not higher if there are too many walls in between. Okay, or the thickness of the walls are like what you call the thickness is big. Okay, uh, more thickness of the walls will also like it will stop the movement of the Wi-Fi network, okay, or the Wi-Fi signals basically. So there is something called as boosters again, which will be used to boost the signal. Excuse me. So if you go on like that, there are hundreds and thousands of different instruments. So these are the most important ones. Okay. So which are helping us to connect to the internet. So when we are connecting to the internet, we can have the advertisement. Okay. So we have seen all these things. Then coming to advantages of internet advertising. So target marketing. I need not explain what is target marketing. We have already seen. But through internet, how it works. Like for example, okay, like you want to only uh, your ad should be only seen to the people of Belgaum. Yes, you can do it. Okay, there are different apps like social media apps also there. Like we have already have seen, like in Facebook, Twitter, then your Instagram and all. So we can make sure that only people in that particular area can uh, see your particular ad. Okay, because it might be relevant to people only in Belgaum. Okay, it depends on what kind of ad it is and how big your audience is. If it's a worldwide thing, yes, you can do it. Worldwide, it goes into all the devices which are connected through that particular software. Like for example, you're doing a Facebook advertisement. So whoever is opening Facebook, okay, or having an account in Facebook, this particular ad goes to all of them if you are keeping it worldwide. Okay, or if you are keeping it only towards Karnataka, yes, you can do that. Only you can make the people of your lane only can be seen, like around 10 meters or 20 meters. This just that can also be done. So many times you might have seen. So it is like a long time ago for you also. Like if you go to some fests or anything, to some other colleges and all. So as soon as you enter the gate or you go near the building, you will get a message stating that okay, welcome to particular college and welcome to this particular fest and all. So this can be also done. So we can host from the college and we can just give the surroundings college as the area to be covered. So as and when any person comes in over there, so you can send a message to him stating that welcome to particular college for this particular fest. Yes, that can be done. In many places you might have seen this. Okay, in our college only we had done like this, like when we had our fest, okay, the management fest. So as and when the students were coming in, we had that particular message go through their particular mobile stating that welcome to Jain College of Engineering and welcome to Adhyay. Okay, so something like this, a message was shared for Adhyay. So this is target marketing. What is target marketing? Web has the ability to target very specific groups of individuals with a minimum of waste coverage. So if it goes to everyone who's like you are only like having a service in Belgaum or having a store in Belgaum, if you are sending it to Bangalore, will the person from Bangalore come to Belgaum? Very rarely, yes, he may come. Okay, but when he comes to Belgaum, if it goes to him, then yes, that is the advantage of it. But he is in Bangalore and is sending it to him in Bangalore, it's not of use, right? So that's why I'll make sure that it goes to only people of Belgaum. So as the person comes to Belgaum, so he will be getting that particular message. Okay. So for business to business market, it resembles a combination of trade magazines and trade shows, as only those most interested in the products and services offered on the site visit the site. Okay, like it could be so targeted, like it could be targeted only particular age group only, like for demographic data. Like for example, my target audience are between 20 to 30 years of age. So if I say it should only go to 20 to 30 years of age, it will go only to those people. Okay, because you will be putting your date of birth also in your profiles, right? You are putting your date of birth also. So how will that particular software know? It checks your particular date of birth. So it makes sure that what age you are presently. So if you are falling into the range of that particular set what you have put for advertising. So if you are falling into that, the message will reach you. Otherwise, it will not go to you. So even like males and females, again that information you're putting, right? Your name, your these are the basic information which you're putting. Your name, your gender, your date of birth, okay, your school and other stuff. So you can have that also. Like people from this particular school or this particular college only has to get this particular information. Yes, it goes to them. It is like that. Okay, or even devices. So if you want to have only, if you want a message to reach only Samsung devices, yes, if you select the device and put Samsung, so it goes to only the Samsung devices. If your friend is sitting next to you and is using some other mobile phone, so he may not get that advertisement. But if you are using a Samsung phone, you are getting that particular advertisement. So it could be that tailored, in the sense you can manage that to that particular extent. Okay, in consumer market, through personalization and other targeting techniques, sites are becoming more tailored and meet one needs and wants. Okay, so as and when they are getting to know what is your need, they are tailoring all the services for you. Okay, means tailoring in the sense they are editing, they are making it just right for you, the way you want it, basically. So that's how we can make the message. Like one more example I could give you, like mails you might be getting with your names. Okay, like hi, your name. Okay, hello, your name, and then it starts. So earlier it is like the spam mails and all, they were never like telling you hi Mr. So and so, or something like that used to come. Now you are directly getting your name, your exact name. Okay, so what that means is it is directly taking your name and your email ID both at a time, and a mail is being sent by editing only your name. Rest all the things would be same. Okay, even that could be done. Now they are tailoring, right? They are making it specific to you. So many times earlier, when this was like just a beginning, we used to like, okay, how these people came to know my name? I used to get some mails, right? Stating my name. Hi Ravi Prakash. Hello Ravi Prakash. Okay, and all the things. So we used to like, even at many a times there were some mails where I never used to open, just select them and delete it. So when I see my name, okay, I will open it because this might be important to me because they are sending it to me, right, with my name. So this is one of the ways where you can make people open their messages and all. You might also do the same thing. There are many mails, okay, like from Flipkart, from Snapdeal. If you have brought something, if you bought something, your data are there with them, and daily one or two mails would be there from their end. If you don't see them for around a week or a month, if you don't open, just open and see. Only the advertisements or the spam mails would be there in your email ID. Okay, then next is message children. So I was talking about the name and all. So yes, that is message children. As a result of precise targeting, messages can be designed to appeal to the specific needs and wants of the target audience. Directly, they can target you. For example, your name, I told you, right? So your name would be there, or you might have searched for something. So suddenly that search would be appearing in that particular mail, stating that you were, hi so and so, you were interested in this particular product. Please go through the specifications. If you are okay, the link is provided below. You can directly click it and buy it on our site or in any particular site. So it is that tailored now. The interactive capabilities of the net makes it possible to carry on one-to-one marketing with increased success in both the business and the consumer markets. So as it is, like if they ask you some things, so you can give the information back. Okay, there could be some a particular place where you need to put your name, mobile number, and email ID. Just that they want. So as and when they get that particular thing, a call will come to you, or a particular mail will come to you stating that okay, all the things that you need. If it is a brochure, if you need brochure, click here. If you click there, there are some fields stating your name, email ID, and phone number. So as and when you put it and send, so you will get a mail as well as you might get a call as well, stating that yes, you are interested for this. Okay, and these services are so quick that as and when you send, okay, you might get calls in just 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so similarly, a few days back, I wanted to know about something, and I put my name, mobile number to get the brochure of a particular product. So they suddenly called me, stating that yeah, you are interested in the product. So just tell me how can I help you. Okay, then they gave all the information. I spoke to them. Okay, then whether if I wanted, if I really wanted it, I could have bought it. Otherwise, I could have cancelled it. So it is just from their part to give more services so that you can like the chances of me buying the product would go higher. So that is what is message tailoring. Then interactive capabilities. What are interactive capabilities? Because the internet is interactive, it provides strong potential for increasing customer involvement and satisfaction. Like if you have bought something and if something is wrong, so if you want to tell him, yes, you can do it online only. Okay, you can send a mail, you can have a grievance address stating that this was wrong, the color of the product what I had put is different than what I'm receiving here. Okay, or the product might be only different. Okay, something like this, or some part is missing. So this is like interactive capabilities where you can directly talk to the concerned person stating that what is your problem and how can it be solved. Okay, so similarly, if you want to return a particular product, then with one button you can do it, return the product. So press it, so it asks you some question like why you want to send it, whether you want it a replacement or whether you want to return it. So if these options are available, yes, you can click it and it will be replaced or it is returned. So these are interactive capabilities and information access. Internet users can find a plethora of information. Plethora means a wide variety of information about almost any topic of their choosing merely by conducting a search. So I need not explain much. Google search is there. So whatever you need, put it and search. You are getting it in just seconds. Okay. Then the links within web pages helps in getting additional information. So many times when you go to a website, so you can see some links where it is put in blue color and underlined. If you click it, it takes to a different page where information about whatever is written. Okay, you will get it. Like for example, to know more, click here. So if you click here, so it takes to the page where more information about a particular product is given. Okay, so like that. So that is information access. Next is sales potential. What is sales potential? Internet holds a huge promise for increasing sales in both business to business and consumer segments. Okay, business to consumer segments. So this is where like you can see your the Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal. Okay, so these are the internet platforms where you are buying and selling products. So why I'm telling selling, because if somebody is selling only you can buy it, right? So it's not that you the particular person like Flipkart he is only having all the products. No, he is bringing different people who are the sellers and bringing all the people who are the buyers at one place. So it's kind of a marketplace. It's an online marketplace where the buyers and the sellers come together, have a like discussion if the chances are there. Then after that, so you can negotiate again if that particular negotiation is there. So you will get some discounts or so. Then a purchase will happen and there's a transaction that is happening. Okay, so in some things like Cars 24 and all, where you are buying and selling cars, okay, on eBay and other stuff. So if you see like if you are exchanging products, so what happens here? There we will be having like the negotiation and other stuff. He'll say a price. The person says no, I will be giving only so much. So can you reduce the price? So all these things will happen. Like if you are like having a buying or selling of the second-hand goods. Okay, like OLX and all. So this is where there is a uh, interaction between the buyer and the seller, and a negotiation happens. Okay, this is what is the sales potential. So there is a very big sales potential here. So only the companies, the online stores, what we call them, so are increasing daily. So you can have your own online store, have your own website, okay, and give the link to the product directly. It will go there and you can directly buy your products. So this is sales potential. Then comes creativity. So you can have a lot of creativity in this, in coming up with a website, in showcasing your product. Okay, the usage, how it is done. So now in your some websites, in some of the websites like Lenskart and all, it's like if you just stand in front of the camera properly, it shows you like how you will look by wearing a particular camera. You can see on the sides also, left and right. So what is this? This is creativity. So where they are using augmented reality and making your face look like when you are wearing that particular spectacle. So if you can choose frames of all different shapes and sizes. Okay, and you can, it's like virtually wearing that particular spec, right? So that is a kind of a creativity, where creativity design sites can enhance a company's image, lead to repeat visits, and positively position the company or organization in the customer's mind. So this particular example, it is true, but may not suit this actually. But if you see the creativity in terms of the designs of websites and all, so I don't want to like generalize. Okay, so in the sense, in some government websites, if you see, it is very difficult to find things. Okay, where is this? Where is that? Where I need to go? Where I need to come? Okay, like they say, okay, go to this particular form. Where is that particular form? You need to go on searching. Okay, but similarly, if it is a third-party app or what to call it, a non-government, I could say a non-government website. If you see, they'll make it so easy that everything is in one place. They'll try to find out what is the difficulty and they'll try to change it. But in government, it is like, okay, everything is there, go and find out. So those who have gone through the websites, so they will be getting it. Okay, like for example, if you see your what you call scholarship and all, so whether it is easy or difficult, you know it. Okay, to find the data, where to upload, how to upload, so whether it is being like what you call submitted or no, it is very difficult to find out because the UI and the stuff. Okay, people will not bother. It is there, they'll use it and they'll do it. So that's how it would be. But if it was given to some company or something outside, so they could have not made it this difficult. Okay, so this is not like I'm telling it is difficult when compared to others. I'm telling it is difficult. So if nothing was there and this was only there, yes, this was the only way that I could have done. But now there's comparison. I can compare a certain different website where it says, okay, if you compare, it will tell you that how easier or how difficult it is to use that particular website. Okay, that is what is creativity. Then exposure. For many smaller companies with limited budgets, the internet enables them to gain exposure to potential customers that heretofore would have been impossible. Means a small businesses. Okay, so there were so many businesses where it was the exposure was not there. Okay, like some of the businesses are there, like in villages and all. They make some crafty work and all. So it was just limited to that particular place. But now, by internet advertising and all, there are people who buy it from different countries. Okay, these people are exporting those particular crafts. As and when they are getting the orders, they are preparing it or they are packing it and sending as per the requirement of the buyer. So this is how the exposure is there. So sitting here in one place, it's not that you are very famous or your things could be sold only in this particular region. If internet is there, you can sell it in multiple countries also. Okay, for a fraction of the investment that would be required using traditional medium. In the sense, online, if you want to have a particular advertisement, it is very easy and very cheap. Okay, so when compared to the traditional one, like having an advertisement in a newspaper or a magazine or a TV broadcast or a radio or a FM advertisement, okay, it is very cheaper. The internet advertisement is very cheap and it goes to too many people all over the world. But in TV, newspaper, magazine, and all, it goes to only that particular region where this particular newspaper or magazine is being sold, or only to those regions where this particular channel is available. Okay, in terms of TV and all. Then speed. So as and when with a click of button, you can see everything. Right. For example, this particular video, the class what I am taking now, there is a recording what happens and a video is generated. Okay. So just after this class, it takes around 15-20 minutes depending upon the speed of my internet also. Okay. So it generates and it goes to my what do you call the it goes to my account basically, which account I am opening now. Okay, in that it goes. So I will open that particular thing. I'll download it. Then I'll upload to YouTube. So if you see, if you want to see this particular class again, So you can go to YouTube, open the channel JCE Connect, then directly you can go to the playlist. Okay, the playlist is IMC and 18, sorry, yeah, uh, 18 MBA MM 302. If you open this, sorry, 402, this is the fourth semester. If you open that, so you are directly getting my subject. You can open that particular video, whichever particular module you want, you can open it and you can see the video in one click wherever you are sitting. It's not that you need to go to a certain place, you need to plug in your mobile somewhere, nothing like that. Okay, if charging is there, okay, fine. Otherwise, you need to plug in just to charge. Okay, if you are having internet connection, you can directly go and check it. The speed is that fast. So if I send it through a pen drive or make a CD and send it to you, how fast will it reach you, or how much time it will take to reach you? It may take some hours or minimum days also. Okay, in some conditions, in some time, like in some cases, it takes days. In some cases, it might be hours together. Okay, so instead, what I can do, I can sit here, use internet, upload it to some place, and I can send you the link to it. So if you just click it, you can directly view this particular class. So that's how fast this particular internet works. Okay, for users requesting information on a company, its product and or services offerings, the internet is the quickest means of acquiring the information. So if somebody is asking some information, you can get the mail ID directly. You can mail it. So it goes in seconds. So the person can open it and see the particular mail in seconds. Leave alone hours and days together. Earlier, if somebody asked, a brochure used to be sent through uh, mail. Okay, till it reaches, it would take, like, depending upon the distance, it would take 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. Okay, so I don't know how many of you have seen old movies and all. So the telegram and all used to be used. Like a person in a village, he has gone to city to study. Okay, and he is sending a telegram to whom, stating that yeah, he is coming on this particular day. Okay, so in many movies I have seen, at least I have at least seen in many old movies, that a person arrives and after him the telegram has come stating that he is going to come. Okay, it's kind of a what you call dramatical picture, or what you call humorous way of telling that yes, earlier things were so slow. Okay, the person who was telling that he is going to come on this day is already here, but after him the telegram is coming to the house. Okay, so you might have observed, like if you have seen some old movies, okay, some Rajkumar movies and all, so it's very old. Like you can say even in black and white, or just the color picture has started. So at that particular time, where the transportation and other stuff was not so efficient, and so many transportation facilities were not available. Then coming to limitations. So as we already know, if something good is there, so there should be opposite to that also. So there are some advantages, that means there are some limitations also. That is measurement problems, annoyance, clutter, potential for deception, privacy and irritation. So what are these measurement problems? In the sense, if you have put your ad in a internet portal, it is very difficult to know like how many people have seen it, how many people are interested, unless there is a feedback mechanism. Okay, so there is a serious lack of reliability and validity due to variance in the statistics given by many researchers by studies. So now it is fairly what you call targeted, but earlier it was difficult to know whether the person has read it or not, whether he has seen it or not. Like even nowadays, if you see, you cannot make sure or know whether a person has seen your particular mail or not. But in the recent days, the apps and all like WhatsApp, so there is a tick, one tick it has reached, two ticks, sorry, one tick it has gone from your mobile, two ticks it has reached the person, and if it becomes blue tick, that means the person has read your message. So you come to know the person has read your message. But what about mail? You send a mail and you just what do you call think, or uh, you can just basically imagine, okay, a person has seen it or not. Okay, we never know whether a person has seen it. Even today you may not know a person has seen your mail or not. Okay, so this is measurement value. Then annoyance. At times downloading information from the net takes a long time. Okay, Now the speeds have increased. Okay, I don't know how many of you have used the network before 3G, just 2G and only 1G. Okay, so the data speeds were very slow, and just to download 1 to 2 MB, it used to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 20 minutes. Now within seconds, 2 MB, 3 MB is downloaded. Okay, now the rate at which the internet speed is there. Earlier, what the time used to take for 1 to 2 MB, you can download 1 GB to 2 GB of data now. Okay, in the present condition, that is 4G. If you go to 5G, it is very fast. In seconds, you can download GB's data. Okay, GB's together. So this is the speed. So earlier it was annoying. So still there are few websites and all where if the servers are not properly hosted, it takes a very long time. Okay, so you might have seen logging on to some of the websites at certain time. Like they say, okay, you can log in at this particular time. Suddenly the traffic is more. Okay, traffic is more in the sense there are many people who are trying to access it. Okay, like for example, I'll give you, there is a smartphone. A particular smartphone is coming live. Okay, few days back or few months back, you have seen that. Okay, where the online stores used to say that okay, exclusively in my store, this particular model of mobile phone is on sale. So at present, it is not on sale. They'll open that particular timing. Okay, at this, like for example, tomorrow morning 9:30. So people will be ready at 9:25 only to go and book it. So as and when it opens, people rush. Okay, rush in the sense they'll try to go fast and book it for themselves. So you might have heard of like a particular model got over in just 30 seconds. As and when it got live, people in 30 seconds they booked and the product is out of stock. So when these things happen, many people come together, like come uh, to open a particular site only. This is called as traffic. Okay, if too much of traffic is there and you are not prepared to like take that particular traffic, so what happens, there is congestion. Most people will not get to even open, it will not open, it will take a lot of time. Like it is like a road only, so where a particular road, it is designed to uh, like take 2 to 3 vehicles at a time. If 5 to 6 vehicles come at a time, what happens? Nothing can move, so it gets stuck. So that is what happens over there as well. That's what is called as internet traffic. Okay, so those things happen. Annoyance. Then having to install additional software, experiencing difficulty in navigation, and encountering other problems have led many consumers to permanently remove the sites. So many times you might have seen if you want to have something, it will give you a particular software, download it and you install this, then it will run. Okay, so those particular things might be the basic requirement, but what we feel annoyed. Okay, I need to download again. So my internet is first of all slow and I have to download now again. So after the download, I have to again install it. Then I have to use whatever I wanted to use it. So that is annoyance. Then clutter. As the number of ads proliferates, the chances of an ad being noticed decreases. That means as and when many ads come. Okay, just imagine you are watching the TV and there is a particular ad that is coming. Okay, and the duration is very small, 3 to 4 minutes max. Okay, ads would be there, and in 3 to 4 minutes they will show you 15, 20, or 30 ads. Okay, how many of you of the ads you remember? Okay, you might remember two to three, and the last two ads you might remember. The in between two to three which are like have a lot of impact on you, and the last one or two ads. So that is what is clutter. If too many ads are shown to you at once, you might not remember all the things. So if only one or two are shown, like in some of the channels you might have seen, one break movie. So earlier the terminology was different. Now it is different. Like one break movie in the sense it would have only one break, and they would have shown you around 15-20 minutes of advertisement. Then it used to start again. Okay, that is one of the ways of telling you like one break movie. There's only one break. Then there is one more way. Recently, what they are using, they'll show multiple uh, ads, but at different intervals of time, and only one ad is shown. Okay, like advertisement comes, so it is being shown only one particular brand of advertisement is shown, then the movie starts and it is a movie. Okay, one break movie you might have seen. So again, after around 10 minutes or 15 minutes, again there is a particular ad that is coming. Only one ad is coming, and again we are going back to the movie. So what happens here is, so you are seeing only one ad and you remember it. So there is no clutter here. So similarly, like for example, if you see a newspaper advertisement section, if you go, you can see hell lot of boxes, full of boxes. So those boxes are the advertisements. Earlier, one or two used to be there, and you would notice it. Now there are hundreds. So you have to choose now. If you are looking for something, you have to search from all those boxes. So this is clutter. We are basically putting more things in small amount of space, which makes it very difficult to focus on all the things. That is clutter. Some ads may not get noticed at all. Okay, so people may forget or even won't notice that particular ad was already played. Okay, then consumers get irritated by the clutter. So many times this happens. ये बाप रे कितना advertisement happens, right? So this is what is irritation. So customers are getting irritated because too many ads, and the duration of the ads would be big also. The studies show banner ads are losing effectiveness. Okay, banner ads in the sense you are showing something at the side. Okay, a particular ads come. Like if you are opening a particular web page and at the side, if you see, okay, and there are some ads. So these are called as banner ads. So these particular ads are losing effectiveness because people know that there are ads and they ignore that part. They've started ignoring that particular part most of the time. When if you search something on Google, if you see on the right hand side, okay, full of ads are there. So many of you might not even recognize that there are ads. If you have to see it, you have to go and again search and then focus on the right hand side. Most of the ads are on the right hand side. So we are only focusing on the left hand side because most of the information that we need will be there on left hand side. So this is also happening. Then potential for deception. Deception in the sense conning is being done. In the sense people say something and they do something else. So like many of them at the beginning of this online sale and all, they came across this. They said a phone is there and inside you could get a brick or a soap bar or something like that. So this is deception. They say something, they do something. Okay, they are basically trying to loot you. So they say this is good, that is good. You might get a scammer calls, right? Like stating that okay, give me your PIN number, give me your OTP number. So these are all kind of deception. This is called as deception. They tell you something they are, but they are not, and they are basically trying to loot you. This is they are basically trying to take your money. So similarly, again, as I told you, for products and all, so you are going there, you are paying the money, and you are not getting the product. So these all are again the deception issue. When internet enables advertisers to target children with subtle advertising messages. In the sense, they ask children, many of them, the advertisements. So these are banned. Okay, now these show so many things and it will ask children to click here, click there, put this, put that. So by doing this, they are basically gaining information from them. So these things are now illegal. Then data collection without consumers' knowledge and permission, hacking and credit card theft are among the problems confronting internet users. Okay, you might also have seen, okay, click here to get iPhone at 10 rupees, or click here to get a Samsung phone at 5 rupees. What is you click and you go, there is something else. Till then, the hacker has already entered your mobile, got all the information and is out also. Or he could install a particular software which gives him the data in a particular amount of time, after a particular amount of time, like every day some amount of data is come, like to whom all you have called, to whom all have you messaged. So these things could keep going over there. Or if you try to buy something online and you have put all your card details, even that details will go to him. Okay, so something like this happens. So if you are not sure of what the link is, please don't click it. Okay, unless you know the link is okay, sure it is being sent by a trustworthy person, then only you click it. So just forwards. Earlier you could have seen forwards used to come just like that. Click here to see magic. Okay, so they used to click here and nothing used to be there. Then after some time they used to come back and they used to start having problems. So these things are potential for deception. Then privacy. Internet marketers must be very careful not to infringe on the privacy of users. That means each and everything what you do on internet could be monitored. That is what we are saying. Privacy should be there. If I want to see something, yes, it should not be seen by someone else. Okay, like for example, you are going through your bank details. You are having a transaction through online to transfer money from your account to your friend's account. So if somebody tries seeing everything, how much is there in your account, like what is your password, what is your ID, okay. So all these things should not be there. So that is privacy issue. Many times if you click those particular links and all, so you are susceptible to be breach of privacy might happen over there because the software is already being installed and all the data that you are doing or having in your mobile can be sent to different people. So nowadays you can see where it will ask you to store password. So even those stored password might also go to those particular people. Okay. This is privacy. Then poor reach. The internet still lags behind television in terms of reach. So in the previous 2 to 3 years, there are many people who have started using internet. But still in India, it is said that only 20 to 30 people, 30% of the people are using internet. Rest all, they are not able to access internet. Okay, this is what is the condition still in India. It was earlier very less. It was like 8 to 10% of the people only used to use internet. Now it has gone to 30%. Just imagine how much of potential is there in India. So there are around 70% of the people who don't know what is internet, and if they know also, they are not using internet. Okay, because of whatever limitations they are having, like the device which will not support internet, or they themselves don't know how internet works and they don't know how to switch it on, something like that. So based on all these issues, there are around 70% of Indians basically who are not using internet. This is poor reach. Then irritation. Studies show customers discontent with clutter, email spam, and pop-up and pop-downs. So what is this clutter? I have already explained. Coming like too many ads coming at one different place. Then email spam. They are getting too many mails, okay, from different places showing different things. Want to buy this, want to buy that. This particular discount is there, that is there, and all. So if there are so many mails, okay, it is a spam mail. Then pop-ups. So if you are opening a particular site, suddenly there is a small pop-up that comes up, okay, showing that okay, these are the ads, okay, something is written, some product is shown, something like that. These are pop-ups. Then pop-downs, okay, pop-downs in the sense they come from top to bottom, okay, pop-ups from bottom to up. The ad will open from bottom to up. Okay, then pop-downs, it opens from top to bottom. You might have seen all these things. Then pop unders are also there. In the sense we are opening a particular site and there is one more new browser window opening or tab opening at the back, or even a new window is opening in the same browser window, where these are called as pop unders and pop ons. Okay, pop unders means when you close that particular site, okay, that particular browser, you can suddenly see one more browser window opening at the end. It says, okay, I never opened this, how this got opened, you might have thought of. But while you are browsing or while you are using internet, so it was made so that a new tab could be opened or a new particular browser could be opened behind it. So that's why it is called as pop. What do you call it? Pop ups, pop downs. This is pop under. Okay, it opens under your page. Okay, and not on your page. So when you close your page, that particular thing is visible. Okay, and then that is irritation. Then types of internet advertising. So here we will see all those things. Okay, so if you see here, push technologies, pop-ups, pop unders, what I was explaining, we'll see here in detail. So we'll stop here. So we'll start in the next class with the types of internet advertising. So okay, we'll stop here. So what I was telling you is you are basically continuously in touch with this. You know all these things, but you don't know these are called these. Okay, you don't look it into that particular manner. Okay, so that's how these things are. Okay, so make sure that you know all these things. Don't miss the next class. Okay, students, bye. Take care.